Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears, my darling, and start living an awesome life. I want to talk today about love relationships. Hearing so many of you wanting to get the ex back, what is up with that? And that they're okay and that you can cure them, you'll heal them, and they really do love you and all this other stuff. And that may be true for you. Yeah, there's some beauty in releasing the hold or the desires for that love that is, in my opinion, and this is going to really rile a few people, I'm sure, in my opinion, not authentic from a, let's just say, spiritually deep standpoint. In my opinion, love is not something that can ever be found or lost. If you love somebody, there is obviously a chemical reaction going on that enhances these feelings you have for somebody. This is a fact. And that they actually go away after a period of time, and you're still feeling that euphoria from the chemical reaction. And so the loss of that drug is really painful. Much of it can be physical attraction, the desire to fulfill a lot of needs, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. We've all, probably everybody, unless you're too young to have experienced it yet, had the amazing feeling of love, and it's euphoria, and you think that's the only person walking the face of the earth for you. Right? Well, if that were true, we'd all be in trouble. So it's not true. Right? And I don't believe that there's a soulmate for you, because it's sort of weird that they happen to be usually in the vicinity of where you live, your country at least. Right? How come your soulmate's not over in Australia or Africa or wherever? And that might be true, but let's face it, there's so many people for you, and it will happen when it's supposed to. So what happens when you lose somebody and you're not letting go? First of all, if that person broke up with you, this is what they desired. And to respect it is the ultimate gift and love. To respect it is saying that I'm not getting what I want. I desire this person in my life, but that is not what they want. True love will say, I truly love them, I want them to be happy. And so that means that, ouch, I'll release them. There's nothing more attractive than somebody who's confident and truly loves you and allows that. It's the person who doesn't accept it and becomes almost stalker-like that is a big turnoff, and that is, for me, a demonstration that they don't feel good about themselves and they believe that this other person is necessary for them to be happy. And that's just not true. You may believe it, but trust me, that relationship will never be the same when you bring that ex back. I know there's exceptions to everything, and it's possible, but don't you think you have a better chance of reuniting with somebody if you had a good relationship by really loving them and showing that love and respect than trying to force something that's just not something they desire? Can you release it? And be happy on your own. Somebody said that they're really happy on their own and they really want their ex back, and this person suffers from depression and all these things, and maybe that person, the last thing they want is to be around you while they're going through depression. And so you think that your presence is going to improve them. Well, why don't you allow them to make that choice? I want my ex back. I have to get my ex back. I'm going to manifest my ex back. I have my ex back. All right? Nothing wrong with having a desire, and that's okay, but ask yourself where that's coming from. Is it your lack of feeling good about yourself or being happy by yourself? Still having the desire, trust me, there's going to be heartache involved and all that other stuff we experience as humans. But when you look at your intentions and where that's coming from, you have to ask yourself, is that coming from a place of true love and blessing them and saying, I wish them to be happy. And if they're choosing not to be with me, then so be it. I know there's somebody amazing for me. And so many times we think that that's it. This is the person. I'll die. I'll never be, I have to have them. And you go through all this, the usual stuff. And then you meet another person who's amazing. And you go, oh, life is wonderful again. And you look at it and go, what was it I was thinking about that other person? So how can that be love? Because true love never goes away. It wasn't really love. It was more of the passion, the attraction, the chemistry, all the other things that go along with it. And sure, there's love involved in there, but not on the level that you may think it is. Otherwise, you would still have loving feelings for that person. I know a lot of you do. You have exes that you still love, but you just can't be with them. Right? So just ask yourself, where are you placed within that equation? And if you're imposing the ego on that decision because you require it in your life for you, regardless of their wishes. So many times that is the looking to the outside world, another person, the job, the money, the love relationship, to make me happy. And we do that with everything in our lives. And that's a hole that can never be filled. So I'm asking you right now, how are you feeling about that? And if you can let that go and be at peace with it, because that positive energy will actually affect them. It'll pull that craziness off. Hey, listen, I had a friend who had to shut down, block somebody from everything, not because they were crazy, because they keep, basically trying to get him back. And his answer, he said to me, it's like, this is such a turnoff. Just a huge turnoff. And that's how I look at it too. And I'm sure you have before. The person you break up with just won't go away. Don't be that person. If you truly love somebody, you will release them, respect their wishes, and if they want to come back, let them know that door is open, and chances are pretty good if you release them and you're at peace and you work on yourself, you'll find the perfect, amazing person for you. Because if you're not with that person, that ex, it's not for you. There's something not right with that relationship. There's a reason you broke up. And you're trying to force something that's not right for you or him or her. Right? We're trying to make something work, You're trying to make something that's not happening. It's not working. Happen. And it's not good for you. It's not good for them. That's a negative energy that's going to really make you very unhappy. And when you can release it and be at peace, then when it happens, if it happens and you get back together, it's because they're going to really want it. They're going to truly love that you were okay with it. That's very attractive, right? So I've done videos like this before, but somehow it never seems to click. People just say, yeah, I agree, and then they just, stalker stuff. They can't let it go, but no, it's okay. You got to do what you got to do. All right? But just think about how you would want to be treated and how you would want that other person to act. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings, my friend. There's somebody amazing for you. Can you be okay with that and know they'll come in your life and know that that person is not the answer to your happiness? Find that first. Maybe that's why the breakup happened, because you weren't happy within yourself. Or maybe you didn't do anything wrong, right? Maybe they're resonating at a different frequency. It's just not a match. That's okay. It doesn't make you less of an amazing person. Just remember that. Namaste.